Morning, Miss Zen. A little bit late today, sorry. So maybe we do a silent sitting a little bit. Good afternoon, Saja. Again, meditation is that can you be silent and still how far you can be, how fast, I mean, how long you can be silent and still. Hello, Mima, thanks for coming. Can you be aware that you're talking, I am talking, and you are listening? So the awareness is always the background, no matter you're doing or not doing. Silent sitting means your awareness permeates everything. No matter I'm talking now, my awareness as background penetrating my talking. And at your side, you're listening, your background, your awareness as background permeating your listening. You are always the pure observer or witness behind your doings or non-doings. You're so anxious, having trouble sitting down. Yeah, that's sometime. Yeah, as a beginner, I do agree. Our mind is so active, even our emotion is not. Think it's you know boring. Sitting quietly doing nothing is very boring. Then you may need the one-pointed concentration. We can do it right now. We can use a hand, put under your ribs, sideway. Then you inhale. You feel the ribs is expanding. Pause. Exhale. Shrinking. Inhale. Expanding. Pause. Exhale. Falling down. Right. Inhale again. You concentrate on the physical touch of your ribs. Exhale. You can follow your rhythm. Inhale. We stay this physical contact on your ribs for 1 minute. Really concentrate, okay? If you notice your thinking, just bring your attention back to your hands, your breathing. Okay, that's 1 minute or 2 minutes. So this is a one-point concentration, meaning we are asking the mind to do one thing at one time. In this case, you feel your hands contacting your body, your ribs. Our mind get used to do something, right? As a beginner, it's very hard for you to not do anything. So, in this way, you quieten your anxious mind, you calm down. The more you get used to this focus on breathing or actually anything, it's like you are, if we focus on anything, we can only focus on one thing. You cannot focus on two things. Make sense? Multitask doesn't work actually. When I say focus, your attention is 100% on the thing you're doing. If you're 100% on the breathing, you cannot think at the same time. So in this way, you are slowing down the monkey mind, even stop the monkey mind. And anxiety is associated with thinking. So if your thoughts slowing down, the level of anxiety decrease too. Make sense to you? And you realize you can focus. Of course, one point concentration could be have all kinds of types, especially when you go to nature, you're hiking, right? You have these five sensory inputs of the nature: trees, ocean, flowers, mountains. So you're really experiencing the inputs from five sensory organs. So you are focused. You think less. That's why people like hiking. Anyway, the beautiful nature brings you pleasant feelings too, right? In meditation, you can even visualize you're hiking now. You can close your eyes, imagine you're in the mountains, trees are around you. Oxygen rich air. Maybe sunlight passes through the leaves of the trees, shining on your face. You can visualize all these kind of, you know, scene. So again, this is one point concentration. You're visualizing. You are using the mind to do one thing at one time. And slowing down the repetitive negative thoughts. Letting go. Oh, like you have a shield of protection, because now you're creating an inner environment of visualization, right? In this case, mountains, trees, fresh air, sunlight, grasslands, and so on. In Tibetan Buddhism, we use visualization a lot. A lot. Instead of visualize a mountain or ocean, you may, as a Tibetan Buddhism, you may visualize the Buddha, a temple, a Buddhahood, a Buddha field, your master sitting or standing in front of you, on top of you, or right in your heart. All kinds of visualizations. And they can visualize this image or stage or statue, very long time, and feel the connection with the master or Buddha. And eventually he or her, himself or herself, become that Buddha too. Top secret, I'm sharing now. Okay. This is all belongs to the type of meditation, one type of meditation we call one point concentration. You can concentrate on anything. Basically, what you see, what you hear, listen, what you taste, what you touch, what you smell, and what you think. Visualization is focused on what you visualize. You're using the mind, right? Six senses. You focus on any inputs from your five sensory organs and output of your mind. Should be positive, constructive, encouraging, right? In this way, all these different types of meditation or one point concentration is slowing down the mind to a level you can just be. We are human beings, but human are also a doing machine. That's one type of meditation, slowing down the mind, slowing down the monkey mind. Shamatha, that's shamatha. Then you have vipassana based on this shamatha. Otherwise, as you said, you're so anxious. You have no idea what wisdom is. Even you have idea what wisdom is, you never experience it because you're always doing. You're always on the highway running 150 kilometers per hour. How can you study anything? So Mima, my suggestion for you is you do more one point concentration. I have tons of video, okay? And it's a must. 定慧等值. I've said this again, right? Slowing down the mind first, and wisdom will increase, or clarity of the reality will increase. 定会等式 shamatha, vipassana at the same time, equally. You apply shamatha and vipassana equally. Half of the circle shamatha, another half of the circle with vipassana, a complete circle. Most people they have a lot of understanding of, oh, I know everything is empty, everything is not permanent, everything has no self. They understand, but that's only a literally understanding. They don't experience. Why? Because they're missing this part, second part, shamatha. Only when shamatha and vipassana meets, now it's a complete circle. You're really running, like running a slowing ball. You can grow. So shamatha, if you go deep and deep, stillness of your mind. Yesterday, I went to swimming pool in South Surrey, the greater area of Vancouver. We have a very big swimming pool, like 200 people in like a soccer field. Big. That's a really big one. Anyway, there's so many kids, so many adults, in the swimming pool, and we have different sections, right? Adults area, kids area, swimming lanes, and we have jumping area, and also the big slides. So it's very noisy, but I sit there quietly. You can try your next time. You sit in a very noisy environment and you can be quiet, even silent and still. That's a power. I sit there quietly, doing nothing, enjoying my state of being 30 minutes. Okay. I realize the more you can not distracted by all the noises, big, there's a whistles. You are not disturbed. You allow everything happening around you, yet you are still and silent. It's a power. And most people are disturbed by the noises, But on the other side, if you can use these noises to be still and silent, it's like you're using the external sounds, voices, noises to build up your momentum of silent power. The more you can sit in the noises, the more your power of silence increase. It's like you are charging your battery, but you're not using it. Or everyone drive here, right? You turn on engine fully. You pedal on your gas fully, but you're not moving. You have that potential, the energy, how to say that? Energy have different type. Kinetic, I think they're just kinetic. Oh no, so it's the opposite of kinetic energy. You're not moving. You're charging yourself. Your battery is increasing, but you don't use it. You idle your engine, yet you're fully charged. Sometimes we drive, we send our kids to children, so or you pick up your child, you idle your engine, right? Put in the neutral. Yeah, something like a you're in the neutral, but you're pedaling down your engine. The car is still not moving, but it's in fully charged, right? Like that, something like that. I give you a kind of experience. And my body feels so good. Being silent is really a power. And there's a couple of kids came to, oh, I heard they're talking, oh, he's meditating. And people may attracted by your stillness. That's why, there's people surround the yogis, right? If they stay there for days, oh, that's something. Actually, I noticed if you sit there for more than 1 hour, people will pay attention to you because you didn't move. Because everyone moves, and you didn't move. They notice you're kind of strange, maybe, or interesting. Let's say. Sounds great. Yeah, that's not sounds great. That's really great. Sirens up and down the street. Yeah. You notice everything, okay? You are still alive. You're quite alive. You're fully alive. You're 100% alert. Yet you are still. You see, the um, equanimity. Actually, I prefer another word in physics. They call equilibrium. Do you know equilibrium? Your attention to everything is balanced. It, do you do you blow a bubble, a soap bubble? You you use a tube, blow a bubble, and that bubble is in perfect equilibrium because the tension on the surface is so evenly distributed. That's why a bubble is so beautiful, you know. And if you really gently poke that the surface of bubble, you'll make a dent, right? And if you let go the poking, the bubble will become a perfect sphere and floating in the air. I'm using this metaphor because once you can be still enough, you notice your tension is just like that bubble. It's equally distributed on anything and everything, yet you're so quiet and still. Actually, that's the open monitoring. But now I'm using different, words to describe it. Now you are in this total balanced state of mind. Everyone is, but do you notice or no? Of course, we need some training, basic training to realize it. Wow, the whole world is still and quiet. No matter how wars, conflicts, news, terrorism, crisis, you are still. You are peaceful. You are calm. Only when you can be silent, still, peaceful, calm, you can help to solve any problem if you try to, help. Most time we start from the family issues, from your own problems, emotional problem, financial problem. Only when you reach this state of mind, you can really solve problems. Otherwise, you always create more problems trying to solve the problems. A vicious circle. Charging battery but not using it. When you say using noise, do you mean to use these moments as practices? Yes. So still back to my case. Yesterday, my kids, they're having fun more than 2 hours. I did some swimming. I went to the sauna room, but I still some spare time, right? I facing them, watching them, but I try to sit, enjoy myself too. Noisy environment, I sit quietly. Sometimes I open my eyes, sometimes I close my eyes. Yeah, use any situation actually. Use any situation. Sometimes I we went to supermarket or small market, let's say. We're always in a line when checking out, right? There's a queue, maybe sometimes two or three. So most people they're talking or they're watching the magazine on the shelf. I'm just be silent, enjoying everything around me. Sometimes I saw my labeling on things too. Oh, this, that. But I let the labeling appears in my mind and disappears in my mind. As, actually, now you said the principle is always same. Your awareness is always as the background. You notice you're doing things, you're labeling things, you're thinking, you're listening. I'm talking. The music, the room. So you are so fully alert of everything around you and inside you, yet you are calm. You can still interact with people. Like now, I'm talking and you are listening too. But as pure awareness is always the background, right? Makes sense. It's very logic actually. But if you don't, as a beginner, your attention is fully in the doings, which is okay. But as a meditator, sometimes you need be out, zoom out, you have the ability to zoom out, to step backward. So doing as a foreground awareness, background. Sometimes, okay, but as an advanced level, your awareness permeates every doing. As a beginner, you may notice, oh, when I'm doing things, all my attention is on the doing. I seems lose the background of awareness. It's seemingly so. But if you train yourself more and more, your your awareness permeates your doing too. Like now, I feel I'm talking. Actually, you feel too. You're listening. You're not fully. So in this sense, you there's no conflict being aware, doing something, and doing something. There's no conflict. There's a harmony between the awareness as a background and the doing as a foreground. It becomes one thing now. It's like I still back to that metaphor of mirror and its reflections. if you're a beginner, and if you can perceive the everything around you and inside you, so you can perceive the flections of the conscious mind, the mirror. You see everything. And we need silent sitting to strengthen, to deepen that pure witnessing. But as a practice go deeper and deeper, you are the mirror actually, and the reflection of one thing. That's the unity between being and doing. There's no conflict. Now there's harmony, there's unity between body, mind, and spirit. Spirit here is synonymous with pure awareness, pure observation. The doing, the observed, the observing, and the observer are one. That's a unity. It's a high level. I would say, comparing to just sit quietly doing nothing, purely observing without engaging in that doing, comparing to that level, this level of unity is high level, higher, more advanced. So start from the one that's easier for you, or you can use both. I think that answers your question, Ms. Zen. Sick people screaming in the streets. I hear all night. No matter. Doesn't matter. You use that noise to strengthen your stillness. If it is too much, start from small one, okay? Pleasant one. Yes, you're right. Grow up in peacetime. Use the quiet room, pleasant environment, or sangha, temple, mountain, to grow up that inner peace and calm. But the real test is always in the world, okay? In the family. If you can grow that inner peace and calm and insight, wisdom, then you need test, you need apply. It's not you know blind. You need a real life to test. See how peaceful you are in front of challenges. Make sense? In this perspective, you need to appreciate things. That's why in Buddhist teaching we say, appreciate something that hurts you. What? Thanks for anyone that shout at you. Say thanks to someone slap your face. What? I know it's kind of what you know, but in this we have this context, right? So you know what I'm saying. You use any opportunity to test, and the final exam of every human being. The when is the final exam. Everyone have that final exam. When is that final exam? No one knows? So I just said use every situation as a test to see how peaceful you can be, how calm you can be, how still and silent you can be in the noises, in the situations, in the challenging situations, right? That's a test, but there's a final examination for everyone to pass. When is that? What is that? The final examination. After we transition, what do we mean transition? Transit. Okay, so the final exam is when we are dying. The final examination, I mean, here is the time we are dying. We are leaving this body. So make sure the time, the final exam, you pass the final exam. I mean, in terms of you can live peacefully, not in panic. You can live consciously, not unconsciously. You have no attachment to the world anymore. And to guarantee you can pass that exam, the final exam, you have to do every quiz every day. You know, my daughter, 16 years old, grade 11, every week they have a quiz, right? And they also have the final exam in every term. To guarantee you can pass the final exam, you have to be good at every week's quiz or test, right? Then you can catch up. That's why we meditate every day. We build up that inner silence and stillness every day. We gain the insight and the wisdom every day until we can pass the final exam. Actually, to pass the final exam in the future, you better pass the test, the quiz now. Actually, it's always now. but I'm using this timeline, okay? Are you peaceful now? Always ask this question. Are you calm now? Yes, I am. I mean, a good, YouTube channel. Yes, recognize your inner peace, calm, stillness, silence, and let it grow and grow. This inner silence and still is the identical one when you face challenge. So the more you are familiar now in a pleasant, calm situation, if you change your situation and environment, because you have experienced this inner silence and stillness, you can still recognize it even you face a challenge. That's my point. You get used to this inner stillness and silence when you are sitting quietly doing nothing and it's growing. You have more feeling experience of this, the same stillness and silence is the same one when you face challenges. Okay, so in the face of challenges, you recognize the inner silence because now you get used to it, right? You have more taste, let's say, taste of it. And you can reach out to be more, you know, to react in a more constructive way, a calm way, instead of angry, stressful, anxious way. That's my point. That's why we meditate every day. And Miss Sen said the final examination, it is when we do not discriminate other situation with yourself. Yes, you can say that too. So you feel the oneness of everything. Actually, that's the ultimate goal of meditation. It every moment, every situation, you feel the one taste. So in Vajrayana Buddhism, we have this term, one taste. The one taste is not outside situation. The one taste is that you always still calm, peaceful. That taste of being still, calm, peace can be applied to every situation. So there's no discrimination between you and the other. Make sense? You're always the unchanging. You're always the changeless, the unchanged, and cannot be changed. Unchangeable. Maybe it's a word owner. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's a word. Unchangeable. You're the unchanged, the unchangeable, the changeless, while everything changes in you. So that's the one taste. one taste, sorry, Taste, same taste, taste of peace, calm, love, no matter what happened outside and inside, including your thoughts, feelings. Now because you transcend this outside, inside phenomenon world, emotional world, outside phenomenal world, and inside emotional mental world. You transcend them all. You see, you transcend body and mind. Body not including your physical body, but also the physical world outside of your physical body. You transcend bodies and minds. You really identify that you are the pure witnessing behind this phenomenal world, mental world, and emotional world. Quite logic, actually, you see. That's the one taste of stillness, acceptance, allowance, even appreciation. So you accept first, you allow first, then gradually you appreciate. Gratitude and appreciation is the final, realization of everything. I said to go, you're thankful for anyone slap your face. How it can be, right? That means you can really letting go the body mind. That your body mind is hurting. But once you can disidentify your with the body mind, then no matter physical body how hurtful, how painful it is, you can let it go. And you appreciate someone hurt you, because if you really can recognize the inner peace and calm, even one is hurting you, shouting at you, scolding at you, then you have much possibility to pass the final exam. You should appreciate them because they give you hard question. Now you're not only, B plus, you're A plus now, because you can answer all the hard questions of life. Hopefully you don't, go through that point to have A plus, you have more pleasant environment or situation to get A plus. Are you aware? I'm trying to use simple questions to help you to recognize your inner stillness and silence. Are you aware? Please answer me. Are you aware, Mima? Miss Sensei, I'm aware. Okay, that's my first question. So my second question is, are you aware that you are aware? What? Okay. So you're aware that you're aware. Now stay here, okay, for 1 minute. self-awareness, capital SELF, okay? Self-awareness. The awareness is aware of itself. You become a Ouroboros, a dragon who are interested in its own tail. You are not interested in meatball or fightball anymore. You're interested with your own self. For the first time, you're not disturbed by anything around you now because you're not interested. You know they're empty. You know they're superficial. You know it's your projection. You know it's dreamlike, illusion-like, bubble-like, shadow-like, morning dew-like, lightning-like. You know all your projections are transient, empty, impermanent. There's no self. That's the reason you're not interested. You're not interested in untruth. Do you follow? They are not true. Everything comes and goes are not ultimate truth. Your only interest is yourself now, the awareness itself. This is the portal of enlightenment. This is the door of awakening. This is a true letting go based on your insight. This is the true non-attachment based on your wisdom. Every realization, I could say, the majority of the previous awakener or sages or masters are based on this understanding. Wisdom talks eventually. Your true understanding of who you are and the reality speaks eventually. You realize through your wisdom, your true understanding of the nature of yourself and cosmos. You set yourself free by true understanding, by vipassana, by wisdom, by insights. You notice you're in the world, but you're not of this world. You're in the heaven too. But be cautious here, there's no conflict between the world and heaven. But as a beginner, as before you can enlighten, it's better you understand what I'm saying here. You're in the heaven watching the world. So it's a dual view. This is the first step. And if you can stabilize this pure witnessing, everything outside of you as a phenomenal world and everything inside of you as mental world, emotional world, energetic world, and you can, let's say, phenomenal world outside, mental world in mental phenomenal, mental, um, emotional, and energetic. So four worlds, right? You can purely watching these four worlds without any attachment, resistance, and judgments. You are purely the pure observer, witness. Then, after a while, after some time, maybe months, maybe years, you notice actually there's no difference between the observed, the worlds, the four worlds, and you. So now you come to unite the pure witness with the witnessed. You unite the observer with the observed. So that's a union. That's a second step of awakening, deeper than the first one. But make sure you arrive the first one first. You can have that separation. Then second, you have that union. You enjoy everything around you, inside you, because now they cannot touch you. They cannot condition you. They cannot defy you. Now the whole world becomes your playground. The four worlds, phenomenal, mental, emotional, and energetic, becomes your playground. That's how wonderful you are. That's how precious you are. You are here to enjoy every moment. I'm not saying you're say goodbye to suffering. No, be free of suffering is the byproduct of awakening. Okay, you are here to enjoy fully, to appreciate fully. Your mission as human being completed. It's crazy. That's how valuable you are. Infinite values. Okay, maybe that's all for today. Do you have any other questions or sharings? It's interesting and very funny. Thank you, and maybe see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Vancouver time again, Sunday. Thank you, Saja, Miss Zen, Mima. Yeah, thank you. Bye now.